Host Foundation has really been really compassionate with my school and has helped me in life and just given me a lot of moral support that I think I really needed, because I just couldn't handle a lot of stuff at once, and being able to talk to someone has taken a load off of me, and just meeting new people, meeting other kids like me to be able to talk about the same stuff.
But I mean, he's my dad. I don't have to, well, I have to accept it, but because he thinks the first time I went over there with him, he thought that just by giving us money and giving us what we want is what we wanted. But for me, it's not that. For me, it's his love being there for me. But I don't really care.
We used to be in CPS custody. When I was smaller, my mom ended up in a 6-month coma for doing crystal meth when she had my brother too. So he's asthmatic during the winter. And the other day we're talking, and we're just talking about that time, and she told me that they told her if she ever goes back to and do crystal meth that she might not have a second chance.
My dad is in federal jail in California, and my mom is in New Mexico.
Have you talked to them? Do you keep in touch with them?
I talk to my mom more than my dad. My dad hasn't really been in my life as much as my mom and my grandma have. But I've been living with my grandma for like 13 years, 13 to.
What's your relationship like with your grandma?
Like, she's my mom pretty much, in other words. Because we're under the CPS care, and we're all gonna get adopted by my grandma, I believe. But for right now, it's just under the CPS care. Yeah, he's my dad, but I don't really care for him.
Do you respect him?
Not really.
My mom stayed out there for almost 2 years now, and like she keeps telling me that she's coming back, but like my dad says that she probably is not, so don't get your hopes up. And like every time when I hear my mom say, I'm coming home in September, I'm coming home in July, or I'm coming home in December, I think, oh yeah, my mom's coming home. But she always moves the date every time. Like, she calls, and then she tells me all the time that I'm coming home probably next year, I'm coming home in the summer, I'm coming home. I say, okay. So I get my hopes up, and then I find out that she's probably not coming. And then, so...
The struggles that you have just heard from these teens, unfortunately, are very typical. They face neglect, mental and physical abuse, exposure to alcoholism and drug addiction, as well as disappointment and broken promises day after day. Through programs we have established, combined with follow-through and dedication, what once was a dismal outlook on life is now one of hope, encouragement, and empowerment to take ownership of their futures. Without your support, the cycle of sadness and frustration will only continue to perpetuate in their lives. Host is committed to supporting these teens through the very difficult years that lie ahead, and empowering them with the tools they need to lead the lives that they have dreamt of and deserve.